we got to hype this up and this is happening. And it's just, it's like, look,
Yes.
everybody,
It's like getting the clicks, getting the views. And so how can this be? And we're going live now.
okie dokie. You can let people in whenever you're set.
Okay. Here we go.
Greetings, everybody. We're going to start in about 2 minutes. This is the Chief AI Officer Friday Q&A catch-up call. So you're in the right place if you want to check out what's happening in the world of AI. This is absolutely the right channel you're tuning into. Want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope you all had a good one, an enjoyable one. It is going to be the year of AI. I'll share something about that in a minute. Not to tease you, you already know, but
I'm looking forward to seeing your news segment. It's always informative.
Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone.
Hey, Sherry. Siri thought I was talking to her just then, but I wasn't.
okay. All right, everybody, we're going to start in just a minute. This is the Chief AI Officer Friday catch-up Q&A call. My name is Lee Pomerantz. I am so happy to see everybody here today. Happy New Year's faces are joining us. Thank you, Megan, for reading my mind on that one. Welcome. So we're gonna get going in about a minute. This is the Friday Chief AI Officer call. Happy to see some new faces. There's another one for you to get, Tina, Megan. We will get rolling. It is 12:01, at least where I am. It's probably something 01 where you are. So happy 01, happy 2025 to everybody. My name is Lee Pomerantz. I am the Chief Marketing Officer here at Chief AI Officer. I want to welcome you to the Friday catch-up call. This is our Q&A call. This is where we go over everything that happened in the community this week for Chief AI Officer. It's where we go over what kind of news and events happened in the world of AI in general, but it's where we also focus on Q&A. So this is where you have the opportunity to bring your questions, get things answered. If you've got a question, please ask it, because if you have it, somebody else probably has it as well. We are live streaming this call, so welcome to everybody or anybody who is watching us on the live streams around the world. We make this call publicly available every week for consumption, along with our Monday tool call is available every week for public consumption. But that's not all we do. We do a bunch of calls. We have a Monday afternoon call on compliance. We have a Tuesday prompting call. We have a Wednesday AI blueprint business call. We have a Thursday workflow and automation call. So if you're interested in joining us on any of those calls and being a part of our community, we invite you to go to chiefaiofficer.com/learn-more. So that's chiefaiofficer.com/learn-more. And for $1, you can join our AI Insider program for 14 days. It'll give you access to our community. It'll give you access to all those live calls that I just mentioned we have all during the course of the week. If you can't make the live calls, no sweat. We record them. So being a member of the community gets you access to all of those recordings as well. So again, it's chiefaiofficer.com/learn-more. Sign up, check it out. It's going to cost you $1 to check out our AI Insider community. Once you check it out, you're going to go, yeah, this is great. Definitely want to be in this. We have a rapidly expanding community. We broke 500 last month, so we're growing and growing fast. And it's a very active community. There's a lot of calls that happen during the week. There's a lot of activity that happens in the community itself. Um, Thought I saw something. Okay, so if you have a question or comment or want to share something, we do have a wins of the week that we'll get to a little bit further into the agenda. But again, we're here for calls, we're here for support, we're here to help everybody out along the AI journey. So if you have a question, raise your hand. You can also just come off mute and interrupt me. That's totally fine as well. So again, the agenda for today's call, we're going to talk about what happened in AI in our community. We're going to talk about what happened in AI in the world at large, and questions, questions, questions. We're here to cover those as well. So, getting into what happened in our community, I would like to introduce everybody to Megan, our community manager,
Hello.
and she's going to get us up to speed on what happened in our community. So, Happy New Year, Megan.
Happy New Year. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I know we're like easing back into standard workflow. And Laura Lee, I do see your comment in the chat. After we get through this segment, she'd like to know about different types of services that people are offering as a chief AI officer. And she knows there's lots of different industries and stuff. So if anybody wants to share about what they're doing with their certification out in the world and what niche you're in, we can talk about that. So the first thing I want to go over is just our new students who entered into the Chief AI Officer Certification Program this week. And forgive me if my pronunciation is incorrect. The first person is Harpreet Sohal. The next person is Chad Gill. And then we have Aravind Murari. So we have 3 people who are going for their certification process, and we're just sending you all of the love and all of the good luck as you move through that. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. We're here to support you, as is the community, because we have many people here who have already achieved their certification, and so they're happy to support you as you move through that. And then, Lee, I don't know if you want to pop your screen on for me for the leaderboard.
Yeah.
So if you're an AI insider or if you're in the trial period of being an AI insider, you'll notice we have a tab at the top that says leaderboard. And how you achieve leaderboard status is by liking posts, commenting on posts, and creating quality posts of your own. It's not just about spamming the community with any kind of AI information, but if you come across an article or a tool or something that really like gets your gears turning, you're thinking about it, you have questions about it, you have opinions about it, you can go inside of the community and create a post under AI news and generate a conversation and get feedback from the community there. So there's lots of different ways and areas that you can participate. This week, Karan is in number 1. Rajka is in spot number 2. Wayne Clayton, who leads our Wednesday night AI consulting class, is in number 3. And then we have Tina Cook, who is here with us in number 4, and Steve Furman, who is also here with us in number 5. So thank you guys for the contribution that you are to the community space. We definitely could not be doing this without you, and your participation is greatly appreciated. So I don't know if you want to click home, Lee, just so you can point to that tab where the AI news area is, and AI news and updates under community discussions, you can add all kinds of questions and comments there, and everything that you contributes to the points that you achieve for the leadership board as well. So we'd be happy to announce your name in the future. And I think that concludes everything on my end, Lee.
Okay, great, Megan. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave this screen up for a minute because I'm going to jump over into some other things. I do want to make one more community-based announcement that we will be resuming our regular call schedule in full starting next week. So I know that a lot of people have been disappointed because you didn't get to hang out with your AI friends over the last couple of weeks. I'm feeling the loss too, not seeing your faces on my screen. So I'm happy to say that we are going to go back and we will be in full schedule. If you want to know what's coming up, you can just go to the event schedule and oh look, there's a CAIO live Q&A going on right now. I think I'll join that. So go to the community. You'll see all the events that are coming up. If you RSVP for it, there is an option where it'll automatically add it onto your calendar for you. And you can also select to automatically add the sequence of all those calls that repeat throughout the coming weeks on your calendar for you as well. So back to regular call schedule next week. We hope you all had a great break. It's time to get back at it and get into all the learning and sharing and supporting. I want to welcome our new students who are here with us and let you know that we as a community are here to support you. As Megan said, that there are people that are all in different distances on the journey that they're taking on this AI education and career path that we're all working on here. So there's people at different places along the journey. We've either been there or we're there with you. So if you have any issues or things that you're bumping up against as you're going through certification, reach out to the community. It's a great community. We're here to support you and we're here to help you make it happen. All right. Again, I want to welcome everybody who's joining us on live stream today. If you would like to join us live, go to chiefaiofficer.com/learn dash more. And there you will be able to sign up for a $1 trial of our AI Insider program. And you're looking at a screen right now on screen share here, which is our AI Insider community. So the event schedule, as Megan said, here's our question and answer section. Here's our AI news and update section. Here is the video vault. So every call that we do is recorded and is, available for you to watch. So even if you can't make the call live, you have the ability to catch up and watch it on a recording. So that's everything that's happening. I want to let people know that we are coming up on another challenge. So we run these challenges at different frequencies. They've gone from monthly to we've been trying different formats for the challenges. We'll just say that. So we are dropping back to a 2-day challenge format. That seems to be the one that's working the sweetest for us. So the next 2-day challenge will be starting, as the clock says, in 4 days on Tuesday, the 7th of January, and that will be starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't make the challenge live, don't worry. Please go to challenge.chiefaiofficer.com to register. And even if you can't make the challenge live, you will get access to the recordings of the challenge the day of the challenge, as long as you register. So the next challenge is coming up on the 7th. I also just want to remind people that we do have an affiliate program. So you do not need to be a member of our community or certified or anything like that. This is open to everybody in the world. So if you go to the our homepage, chiefaiofficer.com, and down at the bottom is a link that will take you to information on our affiliate program. So anybody can join our affiliate program. It's a great way to earn some nice extra money on your recommendation of our program to people that you know in your world, in your circle. And if you're thinking about going down the path of getting a certification for yourself, the affiliate program is a great way to pay for that. You only need a handful, not even a handful, like three uh, people that you turn onto the program who end up joining the program, and you can basically get your certification paid for by that activity. So for people who are interested, go to the Chief AI Officer homepage. Down at the bottom is an affiliate link. If you have any questions about the affiliate program, about how it works, if you have any difficulties accessing it or anything like that, I do run the affiliate program. Reach out to me anytime, Lee at chiefaiofficer.com. Again, it's Lee at chiefaiofficer.com. And we're looking forward to having some great activity in the affiliate program this year. We're going to be amplifying some of the things that we're doing, and we've got a handful of people that are doing nicely in our affiliate program already. So don't let them be the only ones that are earning all the money. Join the affiliate program, and again, you can get your certification paid for by doing so. It's a nice way to get that covered. All right, there's everybody's happy smiley faces. I would like to have the next section is our wins of the week. So this is where we have people share what your wins of the week are. That could be a new client deal that you have. It could be a project that you're working on. It could be an alliance that you're forming with somebody else who's in our community and working on something. So who's got wins of the week? We haven't had this call in 2 weeks now. So I know that people have some wins. Juan, I see you
Juan's got his
raising.
hand up.
I see. I see. All right. Everybody's chopping up here. Okay. Jonathan, you were the first on the buzzer, so I will
Juan, raise your hand.
let you be the first to share the win for 2025. Go ahead, sir. Juan, we'll get to you in a second.
So Mark and I, Lee, you reached, Chris has reached out to me on this too, are working on an alliance um, where there's a lot of contracts in the works. And if anybody needs help with this next aspect, let me know. I have a significant background in contract negotiations and contract writing, that kind of thing. I'm not a lawyer licensed to practice medicine in the state of Colorado, nor do I want to be one, or I would have become an attorney and stayed there. So, but I was formally trained by the government to negotiate, up to $2 billion in contracts on the government's behalf. So, if you want help with that, that's what they need at the company that Mark has formed, and I'm going to partner with him to help do that and do other things like run delivery and execution, which is something I do. So offer that to anybody else at this time, unless we get real busy. Mark and I get real busy, and then you guys might be out of luck. So I'll leave it at that.
Don't forget us lowly chief AI officers, man.
Excellent share, Jonathan. Again, people forming alliances and working together on projects in this community, it's happening all the time. There's a great example of it. Juan, wonderful to see you today, sir.
Likewise, thank you, Lee, and welcome everyone to 2025. So, in a interesting way, my win was actually could be, depending on your mindset, right? Could be perceived as a loss. I see it as a huge win. That I cut a client out that I thought I was going to be able to, grow my company with this past year, and things just came to an abrupt end yesterday. And I'm actually relieved because it refocuses me back on what my original vision is, which is, driven by AI. I had an internet company way back in that I sold in 1999 that's still around today. I sold it to a radio network. And before that, my job in the military in 1982 was actually the internet. So I've been online for a long, long time, longer than most people that I know. And so when I spotted the AI opportunity, I recognized that this was my next bull run, if you will. And this guy was really a sweetheart of I don't have anything negative to say about the individual personally, but basically the business objectives and the mindset were not in alignment with what I was looking to do. So the rupture actually was a blessing. And so that's my words of encouragement to anyone else that may be feeling like they're not kind of getting any flow going on in whatever they're trying to do with AI, to kind of take a look at what you're doing and who you're doing it with, and maybe, considering taking the scissors out and cutting those ties so that you can get unleashed. Thank you, guys.
Juan, that's great. Um, Sorry that you went through that. Glad that you went through that. And the gray hairs on my head give me the right to say the next thing, which is, in my view, there are two kinds of people in the world: those that inspire you and those that drain you. Choose wisely.
Mhm.
Choose, choose wisely. Life's too short. Um, you know, stay focused on your North Star of where you want to go. Yep, at the beginning, sometimes we have to take on projects or work with people that are not 100% of what we're looking for. And I totally get that, having been a serial entrepreneur for my second chapter in my life. But yeah, life's
Life's too
too
short to work with a pack of jackasses.
life's too short. Enjoy what you're doing and who you're doing it with.
Yep.
Summarized eloquently by Jonathan. And so thank you. Yeah, it's a good thing to, get hit upside the head sometimes and refocus and recalibrate. So, because sometimes you go down that road and then you're going down that road and you're not even really realizing it. And then so
Exactly.
It
thank
just
you for
drains you. It sucks you dry and pisses off all your employees. Let them go soon. Hire really slow, fire really fast.
it works in the context.
Sorry, Terry.
Yeah,
My
it
goal
works
for
in the
this year
context
is
of
the
your
one man.
clients. It works in the context of your clients. It works in the context of your employees and other people you form alliances with. Um, you can't really fire family, so that's a separate issue. We'll just
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You can. Yes,
Yes,
I
you
agree
can. I
with I
did
agree
it
with Steve.
several
Yes, you
times.
can.
And when I did, he said, thank you. I can't believe it took you this long.
okay, we'll leave that alone. Terry, wonderful to see you today. I want everybody in the community to give Terry a big congratulations. She's starting a new position at her day job, her job, and well earned. So congratulations. And what's going on?
Well, and hopefully my voice is starting to go, so hopefully it's going to hang on. I had posted in the community probably a month ago. Someone that I know who works in the oil and gas industry. She's a division order analyst, and she had just sent me a message. She had joined in on some of my trainings, my virtual trainings, and she sent me a message and said, "Terry, I want to get you involved in." It's an organization called HADOA. It's HADOA. It's in Houston. So it's the Houston Association of Division Order Analysts. She said, because she's been in oil and gas for 20 plus years. And she said, Terry, with the contacts and influence that I have, I want to work on getting you and what you do in AI into the oil and gas industry here in the Houston area. And she's like, I don't want anything for it. She said, you are really good at what you do. So I'm having my first meeting with them next week with the executive director of that association because they want me to come and do a training in Q1 for them. And then my contacts there again is we're going to be working on fleshing out how she can start to get me into the oil and gas industry. So I will definitely be reaching back out. If there's anybody who has specific whether it's ties or knowledge of oil and gas, I certainly want to be reaching out to you. But because I know these organizations some of them are probably going to want some back end things, which I do not do. I'm strictly on the training side. I'll be reaching out to see who I can collaborate for different projects that, Lord willing, should hopefully come up out of it. So I'm excited about the opportunity.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Give me a holler, Terry.
Okay, I sure will, Jonathan. And one more thing I tell everybody, please post regularly on social media what you're doing, what you're learning. We take for granted because we're doing AI on a daily basis, probably most of us. We take for granted what we know like it's nothing. People don't have this knowledge and they need to know that you're the go-to person. I had someone also that reached out to me in pharmacy. I used to be in pharmaceutical sales. She's somebody I knew back then. She said, "Hey Terry, when are you going to be rolling out your group training? Because I want to take the class. Lord willing, that training is going to be rolled out by the end of this month." And she also said, my sales manager also is interested in as well, which is a great entree point for me because I'm also looking at kind of going after sales professionals and sales teams and teaching them Gen AI and how to use it. So people wouldn't know what you do unless you are sharing it. The thing that you think is nothing to you, they think is gold.
Yeah, so true. Talk about what you're doing, on social. Talk about what you're doing, when you're hanging out with friends and family. Spread the word, and as soon as people hear that you're doing something with they're leaning in and they're like, "Oh, really? Tell me more about that." So
Yeah.
excellent, Terry. Thank you so much. Steve, Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, everyone. I want to first thank Terry and Sherry because we got together over the holiday and we just shared some of the stuff that we're doing with our presentations, what we're talking about, who we're talking to, what we're niching on. And, the community is here to share and help each other. And everyone's been great. Don't get me wrong. So that's one of the best parts about it that I love. I also hit a milestone of I have 50 books out there now. So my newly published book has reached the 50 sold mark, which is pretty cool. And it's really about what we're all kind of doing. And Juan, I hate to tell you this, man, but I joined the Marine Corps in '79. I did top secret materials communications. So I might have you beat just because I'm old.
We were both in the same field then, telecommunications.
Yeah. I
Then
was 2512 wireman, then 2542 top secret comm. But anyway,
call.
long story short, the
I was
community
a
is
25 as well.
That's right, Semper Fi. You really just reach out to everyone. There's no reason why we shouldn't be posting each other's posts. It's real simple to do. You just connect with each other, follow each other. If you see a post, repost it. Then it goes out to all of their people. And think about the reach. I have 10,000 followers or somewhere around 9,700 or so. But if you put something and you repost it to repost to me, you're reposting to all of my people as well. So try and do that to help each other. There's no real competition. I don't know of anybody here in New Jersey. Anybody in New Jersey? No, nobody's stupid enough to live in New Jersey but me. So there you go.
I'm in New York.
I'm in New York still. There's no
Um,
competition.
Steve, I'm going to counter that. Karan, who is on the call, is in New Jersey. You just really hurt his feelings.
Oh,
So,
that's right. I forgot you're in Edison. That's right. Yeah. Sorry, man. Or Princeton, somewhere down there. I remember. All right. So
so,
two of
and
us.
I'm from Long Island, so that's kind of New Jersey adjacent. So,
Long
all
Island.
right, excellent share. Thank you, Steve. And yeah, there is no competition. The market is so huge, and it's that spirit of cooperation and not worrying about competition is infused in this group to such a high degree that it's really great. It's wonderful. So, Zach, to you, sir. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Just quick win to share with the group that I finished my Chief AI Officer coursework 2 days ago. So I'm on to my capstone, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
And I think I have an idea, but I was wondering, what are the best resources for kind of coming up with what maybe the best way to position your capstone or to share your capstone with the group. I see that there's some places in the community that people have been sharing, but I'm kind of curious what people here have found as a best practice
Yeah,
for.
whole section for capstone projects. I
Right.
think you have access to it. And
Yep.
also, you know what? It took me 4 or 5 iterations, and I think that's probably the normal theme you're going to hear. You got to kind of, you do it. Nah, that's not good enough. Let me try this. Let me try that. Or you learn something new and you add it in.
Yeah, I
So
was thinking about creating like a custom pickaxe
cool.
workflow for folks to use. But yeah, I guess did folks find like a lot of kind of I saw what that person did and copied what they did? Is there any sort of like guidelines that the
I
community
don't,
provides for what you should do?
Lee, you could probably answer this one better. I don't know if there's any guidelines about copying, quote unquote, but I don't think there are any duplicates in there that I've noticed.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, in the world of online and everything else, it's ideation and inspiration from what other people are doing. So, look at what other people have done, see how that might be able to apply in your world based on your subject matter expertise and career and what you've been doing. If you're vectoring away from your career and going into something totally new and different now, with AI, that's totally understandable. The capstones are available in a section inside the community. Megan, if you could throw a link in there, I'd appreciate that. And then, yeah, so they're freely shared with everybody. There's no bad capstone idea. It's really just, to demonstrate your prowess. And then Sherry also said, yeah, reach out to Segovia and he will be able to have, if you want to have like a pre-capstone ideation session with him of, bouncing some ideas. Um, don't I suggest you don't go to him and say, "Hey, I don't know what I should do my capstone project on. Give me some ideas." But do go to him with, "I'm thinking of these 3 or 4 things. This is the one that I'm leaning towards. What are your thoughts?" And then, that way you can have a dialogue and be able to flush that out a little bit better. Is that helpful?
Yeah, that's super helpful. So I'll definitely reach out to Segovia. Thanks for that tip. And then the other quick one I was going to share was I finally updated and launched my company site. So I've included it here. If there's anybody that wants to give it a review on the community page or reach out to me and DM me through the Chief AI Officer course page or connect on LinkedIn, I would love your feedback. It's super helpful in improving the site and making sure it's accessible.
So give us 2 seconds on what it is. Your screen thing is training strategy and ops. Uh, how do you do that? Who are you doing it for? Who do you serve? So that we can be looking out for clients for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to training strategy and ops, my main goal is helping empower small businesses with AI tools, workflows, and policy. My main focus right now is on local businesses here in Minnesota, where I'm based, and kind of building out from around there. I have an idea around different niches that I might want to travel into, but really my core focus with the consultancy is leveraging the tools of the Chief AI Officer process, making sure that we can get that ball rolling. The other key element to my site that's coming down the road and kind of leans into my capstone is the Workflow Academy.ai. And the Workflow Academy will be a place where you can learn about AI or just about business in general, create whatever templates or things that you need for your business, and then automate and come to the table with custom automation solutions. So that's kind of me in a nutshell and what I'm aiming for.
Sweet. So Workflow Academy is your vehicle as well.
Correct. That's in the works and will be a part that kind of supports Bodhi AI from a passive perspective as time goes on.
Very cool. Very cool. You're taking action. You're getting the wheels moving. You're building momentum. You're doing all the right stuff. So keep on. And yeah, good job. Good
Yeah.
job. Well
And
played.
And
Thanks.
Zach, I know I've seen you in different meetings here, but keep showing up and keep sharing yourself too, because I have no doubt that there'll be some connections available for you. And just the last piece on the capstone projects is that after you have that initial conversation with Segovia and you develop your capstone, there is an approval process at the end, and that goes through Segovia. So just know that you'll have those checkpoints along the way to be like, yes, this is on point, your capstone is correct, and we can publish it in the channel.
Awesome. Super helpful. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Megan, so much for that. All right. Great wins. Laura Lee, I'm going to circle back to your question that you had put up. Is she still on the call?
No, I don't see her here anymore.
Okay. Then never mind. All right. Moving on. I'm going to jump back. Thank you all for sharing the wins. And that's what this is all about. And it's also about connecting. And you saw Steve talk about something that he's working on, and Jonathan raised his hand and said, "Hey, reach out to me." That's what this group is all about. It's working together on projects and making things happen. And we love it. All right. So, without further ado, I am going to drop back to a screen share over here and get on with the rest of my agenda here. All right. So, 2024 was insane. But before I get to 2024, um, this just came across my wire. Um, Super Bowl ads. Microsoft will be talking about Copilot. Google will be talking about Pixel 8, showcasing AI-powered accessibility features. Anthropic is doing a 5-second spot. I didn't know there was a 5-second spot, but okay. So Anthropic is doing a short spot on its Claude AI assistant. Etsy is promoting their AI-powered gift mode feature. And CrowdStrike is running an ad on AI in cybersecurity. So just as we had when Oprah had her special, talking to the world at large about AI when she did her show, I think in the fall sometime or summer. The Super Bowl's coming up, and there's going to be AI infused in the Super Bowl conversation, which just means more and more people are going to be hearing about it. More and more people are going to learn about it and lean into you when you say, "Oh, I'm doing stuff in AI." So the word is getting out there. Not that it's necessarily been a secret, but we live in this bubble of eating it, sleeping it, drinking it, breathing it all day long. So we just think everybody has the same sense of AI in the world that we do, and that's not true. That's not true at all. So when these big events like the Super Bowl come out, and they talk about things like AI in ads, more and more people are going to hear about it. I was going to share this, but the only way I could share it was by putting it in the community. So last year, 2024, was just insane in the amount of announcements that were made. I did a quick thing last night. I forget which model I used, but I said, give me the top 3 announcements by month for AI in 2024. And I've posted that in the community. So if you go to AI news and updates, it's a sample of the top 25. That's my dog, sorry. So here's a sample of the top 25 announcements in 2024. And as you can see, it's a ton of stuff. And I didn't get real specific in my question to the model, but you could do the same question, give me the 3 top announcements per month for large language models, generative AI, AI for writing, AI for video, AI for audio, or AI in education, or AI in healthcare, or AI in automotive, and come up with your own list of what happened. There were so many announcements, there was so much activity, that if you really kind of want to get a recap of everything that happened last year, and it was insane, and dial that recap in for what's most important to you, you know, video, writing, or industry specific, great way to do it. So take a look at that. There was just so much that happened, going back and looking at some of my calls that I did over the course of the year. I'm bringing to you a distilled list, if you will, a curated list, if you will, of what I feel is important for us to know about. And there's just so much other stuff going on that, it's insane. Um, this is something that I want to share with everybody. This is from our friends over at Unbrex, and I'm going to, okay, give me 1 second here. I got to find my chat window here. There we go. Okay, so as 2025 is launching, some of us are going down the consulting path or planning on going down the consulting path, or we've already gone down that path. But Umbrex this is a free resource. It's a consulting skills self-assessment. So these guys are leaders. Everybody that is in their organization and the people that they work with are coming out of McKinsey and Bain and Boston Consulting Group. But this is a really cool self-assessment as a consultant. And even if you aren't thinking of yourself as a consultant, this is a good exercise to go through, because we're engaging with people, we're having discovery calls, we're having analysis sessions, we're doing all kinds of things in our role as chief AI officers when we're working with and engaging with clients, or when we're working with and engaging with people on our own team inside the organization that we're working for. So this is a cool toolkit. Goes through, hits on the highlights of analytics, client development, communications, interpersonal management, marketing, personal, your ability here, and thought leadership. So really cool little toolkit. It's free. Go check it out. Self-assessment is always a good thing to do. It's something I try to do on an ongoing basis. The beginning of the year is always a great time to, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to, change my habits or whatever. Good time to take a look at yourself through a self-assessment, and see where your strengths are, see where your weaknesses are, see what kind of things you can improve upon for 2025. So little gift to you for there. AI agents are going to be the buzz. We saw a lot of noise, commentary, news about AI agents in 2024, and that's just going to accelerate going into 2025. So we're really going to have agent time in 2025. And I feel it's important for us to get around what the definition of an agent is, because it's being used in a lot of different contexts. And I think it's important for you to have a good solid foundation in exactly what is an agent and what it comes down to. And I'll show you this cute little chart that's here. But this is the word that I want to focus on, is autonomy. Okay. So there are automations and workflows and agents, and these are progressive levels of sophistication of what's happening in the space. But autonomy is really the word, where these things, these agents, are able to take action without human intervention. Okay. And that's really where that definition point for me. And not everybody is going to need an agent. There is a ton of stuff that gets done very well, thank you, by automations, or a ton of stuff that gets done by AI workflows, or a combination of AI automation and AI workflows. So everyone's on this agent buzz of, oh, we got to, agent this and agent that. Well, maybe not. And I'm going to share some additional reading on this, but don't get um, don't get sucked into the agent vortex. It's important. It's an important topic to understand, but also know that it doesn't replace the need to be knowledgeable and strong in your understanding and ability to deploy automations and workflows as well. Steve, what you got?
It's also by the manufacturers who are writing the software, a little confusing. Like 11 Labs, I was playing with it yesterday, now has AI agents where I can create a customer service agent, a travel agent, all kinds of stuff. But is that truly an agent based off of this? It's not. It's basically automation and AI workflow. You load in your
Correct.
information, it can answer questions, it has the benefit of the whole internet to fall back on, but it's not truly an agent.
Yeah,
So careful.
and the industry is guilty of gaming the word and using it for marketing leverage and advantage. And I just want us in the space that we're in to be clear and to be able to convey clearly to our clients and who we work with what this stuff really is. And I'm going to continue to share uh, in my next slide here. So this is from Anthropic, and I'll throw the and this is just I feel really important to hit, right out of the gate on 2025. So this is from Anthropic, and I'm going to throw in a YouTube video that you can also catch if you'd like. Um, but this is Anthropic's own words. At Anthropic, we categorize all these variations as agentic systems. Okay, so I'm actually reading this piece right here. So at Anthropic, we categorize all these variations as agentic systems, but draw an important architectural distinction between workflows and agents. Workflows, so that would be workflows and automations. So progressing, starting with automations, then workflows, then agents. So workflows are systems where LLMs and tools are orchestrated through predefined code paths. Agents, on the other hand, are systems where LLMs dynamically direct their own processes and tool usage, maintaining control over how they accomplish the tasks. That's definition of autonomy. They dynamically direct their own processes and tool usage. Okay, so you can take a look at this article from Anthropic. I threw it in chat. This just came out, I think, right before the holidays. And then the last item on the agent bandwagon or the agent drum that I'm beating here, and this is the YouTube link. Tara is the IT that I put in here. This is from Matthew Berman. He's a good voice in the space. He talks about Anthropic's secrets to building powerful agents, and that references back to the document. So if you would rather not read the document, but listen to and watch what Matthew has to say, because we all learn different ways. Some of us like to read it, some of us like to see it, some of us like to do it. We all have different learning modalities. So this YouTube video from Matthew is on the Anthropic article that I shared with you. And then this also was an item that I shared, I think, on our last call last year. So the state of the agent ecosystem. Again, this came out 2 days before the Anthropic piece. So again, right before the holidays. So some good reading to get ramped up on agents. You don't have to read it. AI is your friend. Summarize, ask for key points, um, pretext it in, I'm a certified chief AI officer. What is important for me to know about this article? I am a student in a chief AI officer certification program. What are the key things I need to learn about this article? So use the tools to help you learn and extract out what you need from the article. Nobody says you have to go through and read the whole article. All right. So that's it. For the drumbeat on the agent thing, I just felt it's really important, coming into 25, it's just going to escalate and get louder and louder. And I want to make sure that we're all on the same page in terms of what is and what isn't, and have the background knowledge to be able to explain that difference and why it matters to our clients and who we're working with externally and internally. The last item I want to share on the news front is this cool little article from Fast Company. So this came out right at the end of the year. Um, this is about how AI is already impacting jobs that are happening. This headline here, this 200% increase in 2 years. What that is a 200% increase in AI related job titles in 2 years. So that's a significant bump. AI focused senior leadership roles have dramatically increased, indicating significant investment in AI capabilities. Notable growth is seen in AI C-suite roles, such at a level of a 428% increase, signaling a strong focus on strategic AI leadership. And then there's a significant increase in generative AI roles, which could transform industries like media and marketing. So here's real fresh data speaking to, job titles and roles that are starting to be more visible in the workforce, what companies are looking for, what kind of roles they're trying to fill, what kind of skills they're looking for people to have coming into this. So take a look at this. Top five title trends, and the kind of impact that these things are having. This is the generative AI title, so just going from not even a year ago, Q2, Q3, a year ago of where we were to where we are today in Q1 of 25. Really, explosive growth is happening across all of those. So it's important to pay attention to. It's important to see where those opportunities are. If you're looking for opportunities, if you're looking for, job change or positions that you want to go after, great place to start and take a look. All right. So I am going to drop back into the calls that happened this week. But before I do, are there any questions on any of the news items that I shared? Anybody have anything that they want to add? Does anybody have anything that they came across that would be great to share with the group? If not, we're going to keep on rolling.
Yeah, save the chat if you've not done that already. All the goodies, you want to save that.
Yep. Yeah. Always scrape the chat. Okay. So last week, 2 weeks, actually the last 2 weeks have been kind of chopped up. So I don't have a lot of calls to report on. And I was not sure. Actually, this wasn't posted last night. So as part of our community, you can go in here to the video vault and see any of the calls that we had. Megan, tell us about the Monday call because I missed that, and last night this wasn't posted yet. So could you share with us what the call was about and why people need to go
Absolutely.
back and watch the video? And thank you for doing the call on Monday.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure there was one. So can
Yes.
you bring us up to speed?
Absolutely. Wayne was supposed to lead that Monday call, but he ended up having something come up where he wasn't able to. So I did an on the spot fill in, and I ended up really enjoying the call. I didn't go over a tool. Normally we would review a smart cut on that call, and then we would do a demonstration on the tool that the smart cut provides. But instead, I just gave a community tour. So if you are new here and you're curious, what are all the aspects of the community and how do you best use them? This call would be an excellent one to review to kind of give you a tour of the space. And then after that, we opened it up for discussion about how we could make improvements in the community, what members wanted to see, what they felt like was missing. And so it was just a really wonderful group discussion. We also reviewed the affiliate program on that call, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It felt like the members had a space to just voice, what they loved, what they wanted to see, how we could provide more services to them in 2025. And then it was just a good overview of how to utilize the community best while you're here.
She's a
Sweet.
real pro.
Excellent. All right. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. And that's one of the reasons why we have this recap on Friday is to share with everybody what happened on the calls during the week. So if there was something that you didn't catch and then we're talking about it here and you hear the topic and go, oh, okay, yeah, I missed that, but let me go catch the recording on it. So Megan, thank you for stepping up. I'm going to definitely watch that and catch that. And again, just to reiterate one point that you brought up, we are community driven. So the programming that we provide, the content that we bring to you, the kind of things that we do are driven by this community and the input from the community. So if you have some ideas on something that we could be doing better or different or add to what we're doing, please various channels, reach out to me, reach out to Segovia, reach out to Megan, post it in the community. But we're a community driven organization here. It's how we get better, it's how we improve. And it's how the experience for everybody gets better. So your input is really, really valued. I just can't emphasize that enough. So didn't know there was a call Monday. Now I did, and I'm gonna go back and check that out. Tuesday was New Year's Eve, no call. Wednesday was New Year's Day, no call. But yesterday, we did have our workflow and automation call with our fellow Chris Lannon, who led that. And this was an interesting deep dive into using low code, no code applications like Lovable. And then I think the other one that he worked on was Bolt,
Yep.
which was not one that I was was not one that I was familiar with. Yeah, okay. So here again at the bottom of the call, we have all the resources that were mentioned during the call. So Lovable, Bolt, Supabase were the main ones. And what Chris was sharing with us was an idea of I want to recreate an online community like school. How do I do that? And he basically built out a clone, if you will, of the school platform, limited in its functionality at the onset to begin with, for sure, but he did it all without writing any code. And he shared with us the process. We hit some obstacles along the way, and Chris's hand is great at handling those when they come up during the course of a call. So kudos to him for that. And I think somebody gave him a shout out. Actually, Matt gave him a shout out for how he just rolls with it. But it was a great call on building some low code, no code things, which is basically how can I talk to a language model in English and describe to it what I want it to do and have it create a software program for me. So for people who just I'm not a programmer, I'm not a developer, but hey, it would really be cool if I had an app that did this. Well, we now have those tools in our hands where we can start playing around and say to it, I want an app that does this, and it'll start putting the stuff together for us. It's actually it's pretty mind-blowing. So if you're interested in that, please revisit Chris's call. He is a software engineer for many, many years prior to AI rolling around. And, he shared with us, here's this whole chunk of SQL code, SQL database code. He said, prior to AI, this would require a couple of people sitting in a room, framing this all out, defining all these parameters, all these relationships, all these tables on paper. Okay, just sticky notes on a whiteboard, or just brainstorming it and framing it out on paper, and then having to go and code it all, which would be days, couple of weeks, whatever, to go through that whole process. And what got generated live on the call last night happened in a lot shorter period of time than days or weeks. So the period of no code, low code automation is definitely upon us. And Chris is great at sharing that with us. And that was a really informative call. So if you're interested in that, go back and watch the call last night, and it was great. So again, Happy New Year to everybody. I'm sorry I don't have more calls to review with you, but we will be getting back into our regular schedule starting on Monday. So we've got the tool call on Monday morning. And then Monday evening, we're back into compliance and governance with Christy. Tuesday, Segovia is leading the prompting call. Wednesday, Wayne is leading our AI blueprint and business consulting and development call. Thursday, Chris will be back doing workflows and automations. And Friday, I'll be back doing this. So anybody else have any questions or comments or anything else before we wrap it? All good. All right. We appreciate you all being a part of our community. We appreciate all the contributions that you bring to the community and the participation. Again, if you're listening to this or watching this, and you're not a member of our community, please go check out our AI Insider program. That's chiefaiofficer.com/learn-more. And for $1, you can check it out, see all the cool stuff, see all the recordings, get live access to the calls for 2 weeks. And we'd love to have you join us and be a member of our growing community. So if there's nothing else, I'm going to wish everybody a great weekend. Stay safe. There's some storms and different things happening around the country. So if you're in that weather pattern, be safe. And we will see you back when our regular call schedule picks up on Monday. So thank you all for being here. Wonderful to see all your faces again. Great to see some new names on the call today as well. We look forward to seeing your continued participation and see you on future calls as well. So thank you all. Megan, thank you again so much for assisting on Monday and assisting on my call today. Appreciate you very, very much.
See y'all later.
All right. Take care,
Yeah.
everybody.